everybody, Ira Miller here with Homes Around the Villages YouTube channel, and today we're on time actually. So we got Jerry, Bell, and Kevin. Y'all are right there at the top. I really appreciate you guys jumping on. I've been watching the chat a little bit about what Jerry and Kevin have been talking about, because Kevin just got back from a cruise. And Kevin was nice enough to send us some pictures. So we're going to see those pictures in just a little bit. We're going to wait for a few more people to jump on before we go ahead and do something like that, okay? So Patricia, thank you for joining us this evening. Appreciate it. You're one of my loyal people, and I thank you. So I'm going to take that watch off. I'm not used to wearing it. As you can see, I don't wear rings, watches, chains, pretty much none of that. I don't know, it's just a little confining. Plus, I got some paint. So when BB shows up a little bit later, then I was over at her house doing a little touch-up that I don't think she really knows about yet, but she probably will. All right. What are we going to talk about tonight? So Elizabeth, thank you. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Can you all hear me loud and clear, hopefully? Gary's coming from the great North Florida of Tallahassee. Keeping Jamie company up there. I don't know if she's on. She'll probably jump on here sooner or later. So, and Mindy, thank you for joining. Welcome tonight. So, got a few little things that we want to talk about. The first thing I think is a lot of people, well, I've been kind of giving you little tidbits here and there of Cordoba Rec Center, right? And we keep talking about that, but we're going to kind of jump on over here to, let's see, to Cordoba. So I see that we have, let's see, okay, so y'all are wondering,
okay, everybody,
you only have the
Cordoba Recreation Center right off of Morris Boulevard here, where Hacienda Hills used to be. This is a good shot of what it all looks like. You can see that equipment in the foreground there, or the background, I should say. Tearing it up, so I guess they're gonna build a few little villas.
You can kind of see there's not
in
much
here
happening other than they're over there pretty much tearing everything up. But we see
looks like that's the recreation center that they're building
right there front
for this area.
So that's the stage. Now this is probably about week and a half old, I guess.
That's the stage of completion, which is probably about 75% completed.
Zoom along.
Okay.
But that's what they're doing, and I just kind of
there
took
you
the
go.
drone and now that empty lot area there, I guess that's
swing
where
on over here, so you have the green right there.
I mean, right, you know, kind of overlooking the Hacienda Hills golf course.
It's just a
little,
looks like a little practice
putting area for Hacienda Hills, and you've got the pool over there. So
looks like they can hear you in the video as well.
Oh, they can?
Yeah, you might have to mute it in the bottom.
I guess I got to get myself out of the way. Hold on, you guys. Whoops.
Yeah, Jerry says dual Ira.
Dual Ira. There we go. Sorry about that, you guys.
All right, there we go. I had to get out of the way because of what's happening right here behind me. That's the bar. And so whenever I'm flying my drone, it not only catches video because I use my cell phone with that, and so it not only catches video, but it catches audio as well. But I flew all the way over, so there's a good view of the preserve area up there. And then that's the hospital right there in the middle of the screen. And then over there in the distance with the red roofs, that's Spanish Springs Villas. So there's Spanish Springs right there in front of you, the Lorena building. You can see Sharon Morris a little bit to the left there. So we actually were able to fly over to Spanish Springs as well. And then my video started cutting out a little bit. But that's a good shot of Spanish Springs there. And then we're looking over to Orange Blossom, across 441. And there you go. So maybe we will just kind of catch up with that a little bit later and show everybody what we have there. Let me bring myself back up. You know, I saw Mr. Antonio. You ever seen The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson?
I don't think so.
You never saw it? You've never?
How old is it?
Hey, you guys. This guy's never seen The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. So he definitely wouldn't know who Ed McMahon was. But anyways, that's where I was going with all that.
No, he looks familiar.
And Ed McMahon is, see the guy, well, I don't know if that's a guest host or whatever, but Ed McMahon was his sidekick.
Yeah.
So you're my Ed McMahon over there.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm your Johnny Carson. Okay? So I'm sure you're impressed with that. Oh, man. All right. Let's get serious here. So, I don't know what happened to the ground videos. Here, I know they're in my gallery here somewhere. And I could have swore I sent those over to him. And I know we looked at it because I remember, yeah, right here, February. Oh my gosh, it's that long ago. February 1st, I took all those. That's crazy. Here. So February 1st, you can just take all those videos off of there.
Okay.
And then you can combine the whole thing. But anyways, there's your good drone. I like the drone version, actually. But we'll put the ground version and the drone version together, and we'll put it out there on the channel for y'all, okay? But you guys got a sneak peek on Monday Night Live. All right, let's see. Oh no. Wow. Yes, Pine River. I forgot that the Daytona 500's on as we speak.
Oh no, that's competition. There. See all the viewers.
Man. Gotta go. I'll see you later. Luckily, I got it DVR'd, and I can see it when I get home. So anyway, sorry about the audio
Antonio, he warned me about that, and I totally forgot about it. Anyways, okay, I'm watching my screen over here, and I'm kind of like trying to dip down below where my name is, but I'm just going to sit up straight and cover it up anyways. What the heck? Hi Ira, did you hear about a Villages app? Yes, I did. I heard through another village. I checked it out. Seems legit in spite of its name, which is Unofficial Guide to the Villages. I did see that. My daughter Jamie, I think, found that app and sent it to me. And I told her I was a little mad about that because I had thought about doing my own app, but, you know, time kind of gets away from you as you get older. So anyways, good for whoever did that app. And I know they have an app for the golf cart maps, and I think the Villages, they're probably mad that this one's probably better than anything they would have put out. But yes, I did hear about that. So yes, BB, I did do the drone pictures and gave them to Antonio. I didn't do the video yet because I didn't have Antonio with me. And when I do the video of your home, I'm going to have Antonio follow me around as I narrate all the wonderful features. But I did get, since it is a beautiful day here, it looks just like my background out there. That's how nice it looked. It rained all weekend, and then poof, it's beautiful. Let's see. That's funny, Jerry. Only one person can out-talk Ira, and that's Ira. So my buddy Andy, I don't know when Andy's gonna kind of join in with us. He never talks. He never messages here with everybody else. He never in the chat room. Never hear from him in the chat room. But I hear from him after it's all said and done. Or I'll wake up and there's all my messages from Andy. So Andy, Donna, I'm sure you're going to join sooner or later with us. Let's see, any first timers? I'll probably ask that a few times because I like to know if who is a first timer on our channel here. So that's always kind of intriguing to me, how many people we reach out, because we do run an ad in Google, right?
Yep.
We run it, is that all week?
Yes.
Join us on our live stream. So I just wanted to kind of see how many new people we get. Only one person. Here's Johnny, made famous by I probably should have thought about that before I backed myself into that corner. In The Shining. I always get these, I'm sure I'm not alone. I'm sure a lot of you out there get these brain freezes. Jack Nicholson, he made that famous, so that was pretty cool. So, Cece Gatskill, hello from Minnesota. How's the weather out there in Minnesota? We always kind of like to keep tabs on what's going on around the country here. For me, you done with my phone?
Yeah.
I always like to give everybody a little idea. Ooh, 64 degrees and sunny in Lady Lake. Some pollen increasing tomorrow. that is not good news, because I thought that rain probably washed all that pollen away. And you should see all the leaves in my yard. Who knew that oak trees were lost their leaves? Is that deciduous? Who knew that they lost their leaves every year? And my yard, I've got two giant oak trees in my backyard, one big one in my front yard. And man, I got this vacuum. It's a still vacuum with a bag on it. So I blow them all in a pile and suck them all up. So Jerry's going to give us a little history lesson. Johnny Carson retired May 1992, well before Antonio was born. Well before. So Wolverine, Ira, when are you going to retire? You know, the thing about real estate agents, I don't think real estate agents ever retire. I'm going to have to come up with a little catchy saying about that, but we just go till we die. So Laura, you hit all TV, YouTube shows. What did Laura have to say? Oh, Laura Lamp from Chicago. All right, so sunny Michigan, Missy Mo, thank you for joining us tonight. Ron Pass, I've got the Daytona 500 on my TV and I've got you on my iPhone, the best of both worlds. Oh, thanks, Ron, appreciate that. That's nice to know I'm kind of up there with the Daytona 500. That really makes me happy. Bruce D from Columbus, Ohio. So I guess pretty much the whole country is kind of nice and sunny, although cold. And I think it was 30 degrees this morning in New York when I was watching the news. Going to warm up to 40. And what did we say it was here? 64 degrees? Yeah, 64 degrees. All right, so I'm over here trying to print documents. I have to keep running up and down the stairs. My apartment is a big old live oak tree from in front. Yeah, so you know, Gary, about those oak trees losing their leaves. All right, so let me share something else with you guys. So I was out all day working on an unbelievable project that you guys are going to love. I think you're really going to be impressed. And I'm going to do a whole series on this home because this is one of my newest listings. Man, I said I was going to go ahead and do something on my phone, and I didn't. So I messed up. So I got it on my camera. I'll have to bring it to you next week. But anyways, I have this listing. It is it's a beautiful home, 2,600 square foot home, has a pool, $1 million views. One is of a water preserve, and the other one is of a golf course, of the Tierra del Sol golf course. Gorgeous home. And we are totally gutting that entire home. So y'all will be able to see the before and after. Well, actually before, during, and after. So that's why I said I think I'm going to do like a weekly series on this home and just show you, because this is probably going to take 4 or 5 weeks to get this home all put together. We're tearing out walls, we're tearing up flooring, we're tearing out showers, adding closets. It's painting everything, new roof. You're going to be amazed as you see us go through the whole process.
Should I answer this?
Yeah, go ahead. You can answer. All right, so stay tuned for that. It is my newest listing on 714 Cimarron. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek because we can come over here. Actually, let me see, Matrix. There is another home I'm kind of curious that just went on the market over there on Cimarron. Let's see.
It's a loan officer, Warren. What should I tell him?
Tell him to join me on my live stream. He's gonna have to call me in the morning, or I gotta call him back.
Okay.
All right, so there's this home on.
He's gonna be busy for the next.
Let's see. This is on Cimarron. This is 704. We're 714. So if I can give you any kind of an idea, this is the home right here in this little cul-de-sac. And it has a view all the way down this fairway this way and of the water preserve. And not only that, but the location's great. Here is Spanish Springs. Actually, let me kind of bring myself, wait a minute. Let me get you tied into me. All right, so up here is Spanish Springs, and the house, like I said, is down in here, and then here's Lake Sumter Landing. So, right in between Spanish Springs and Lake Sumter Landing. So that's a great location. And Tierra del Sol probably has one of the most beautiful golf courses, I think, in the whole villages. But if we kind of zoom in on this home, there's a pool underneath that little bird cage there, and it has this whole nice big lot right here. And we're going to completely redo this whole house. This roof is going to be torn off, new roof. So stay tuned for that. And not sure, it's going to depend on how much money we have to put into it as to where we value that home. But this one is at $759. I can tell you that and it's, let's see, let me take a little look at this home. So it's 1,905 square feet living area. Our home is 2,600 square feet living area. So ours is going to be probably around 979, somewhere in that area on that beautiful lot. So this one doesn't have, like I said, near the lot that ours does. If we look at theirs versus ours. Okay. So we'll get back to, hold on, let's go back. Oh yeah, what I was saying is I probably need somebody to make these transitions for me, right? Okay. Anyways, back to the chat. So stay tuned for that. Like I said, I'm probably going to do a whole series on renovating this whole home. Wait till you see the befores, the durings, and then the after. Probably the after, I'm probably going to cut the series off at a certain point and then just put one video together. Okay. So Kevin, let's talk to Kevin here. So Kevin, we have we have a few little pictures of Kevin here. So there's Kevin. Don't know, he's up against boleros. So I don't know if that's on the cruise ship or if that's at a hotel. or what that is. Kevin could probably share that with us. There he is on the beach, loving life. He's got the villager's hat on. Now this is a real villager here, I gotta tell you. This guy's really gone all out. Watch, look at this. Retired, meet me at the Villages, Florida. That is a hoot. And I'm wondering if you met anybody else on that cruise that was from the Villages. That would be a little interesting to kind of to know. But we also have Noah, little baby Noah. There he is. I thought that we had shown Noah's picture before the last time, but Antonio said we might not have been able to get these things to look right. So there's Gio, his big brother, and big brother Gio, and little baby Noah. So we could watch Noah grow up just like we've been watching Gio. We first saw Gio when he looked like that. So yeah. All right. Another thing I want to do, if I may. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I think I'm going to do it this way. So we'll come up full. All right. So we have gotten into the rental home market, and kind of a little bit by accident, but also kind of planned. And so I got a call from somebody named Dana, and let me see something here real quick. I think I do, but I don't know if I do or not. Hold on. I do not have, I thought I had Dana's name. Hold on a second. Okay. All right. Yeah, so Wrestler liked them pics of Kevin that was all on the cruise. All right, cool. That's good. And so the Bolero, what was that all about? And I don't even know what Roatan is. I know it wasn't up there in Rhode Island, because it's not 80 degrees up there. I already did my 30 minutes of cardio. Good for you, Mindy. 3 from Columbus. 3 from Columbus. Watch, Ira. Well, I know that's not 3 degrees. Right? You gonna help me out with that, Antonio?
You check it again.
Huh?
Check it again.
You know how to get into our app files?
Kinda, yeah, actually.
All right. 45 in Chicago, says Laura Lamb. That's a really long, skinny pool. That is called a lap pool. I had a lady, that's all she wanted. She wanted a lap pool. I had a heck of a time finding her a lap pool, but that's kind of what that's all about with that pool. Now, there's enough room on that lot. If you ever wanted to expand that home and expand that pool, you got as much room as you can possibly want on that. So, but the rest of it's going to be completely renovated. So if you want more, wait a minute, what did I just... Let's see. So Gary says, I need to win the Powerball to get that house. Yeah, well, wait, what? Cimarron had a bank vault. Yes, Mindy, how did you know that? How did you know that, Mindy? Because I sold Cimarron a year ago, and it had the vault, and I'm actually working on getting that vault removed from the house. So, but man, Mindy, if you knew about that, you've been kicking it around for quite a few years, because that home I sold in, I think, January of 2023, and now they're turning around and putting it back on the market due to some health issues. So, all right, so Mark Ryan, hello Ira and all my balmy, and all from balmy Northeast Iowa. Yes. When buying a pre-owned home in the Villages, is there a way to ensure it is in full ARC compliance before closing on it? That's a great question, Mark, because, yeah, all you got to do is go up to the Architectural Review Board, and which is inside where the Community Development District office is, and ask them if this home is in complete compliance, or they'll just tell you what has been applied for and what has been approved. So you can kind of take that information with you. So there you go. And that reminds me, Mark, thank you for that, because I'm going to have to do all of that through the Architectural Review Board myself once I start doing all this stuff to the outside. So, yeah, I need to get approval from the Architectural Review Board for the new roof, and for the outside landscaping I'm getting ready to do. All right, so let me write that down for Blakely, because I don't want to forget that. Need ARB approval for Cimarron. And Mindy, I'm waiting on your answer. I'm waiting on your answer how you knew about that bank vault. Because not everybody's supposed to know about that home having a bank vault in it. But it is true. And actually, I think I could even show y'all some pictures of that. Let's see. Because I had ascended to a safe person, affordable lock and security, to see if they might be interested in that vault, because I do have to get rid of that. I'm sure the majority of people would much rather have, so this is just a hole. It's a hole in the bank vault, because that bank vault is solid. That's how thick the walls are in that bank vault. And there it is. So you're correct, Mindy. And so I've got to get rid of that door. And then and then there's another look at it. Inside the bank vault, if you look closely, there's another safe inside the bank vault. Now, what they wanted here's what the safe looks like. So you are correct. And I've got other pictures of what the house looks like. We're removing those walls that you see here and here. We're removing those. The floors are bad. So yeah, there you go. So Mindy, you are on top of it, girl. I can't put anything by you. You just get around. You get around the villages more than I do, I think. So, hey, wrestler, how's it going? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. And doing good. I like the idea that you're getting into some rentals. Makes me want to come even more. So, yeah, I mean, we're getting a lot of calls from okay, so I sent that to Blakely. Antonio, what's going on, man?
I can't find it in app files.
Hold on. All right, well, you know, let's see here.
I searched your name in app files, calendar, and email.
Let me. What's going on here? I get people are calling, and I can't talk to them. I guess I could, but I'm not going to interrupt the show. I guess it would be amusing to kind of hear what people are really saying, right? All right, let's see. Boy, oh boy. So I'm just trying to catch up on an email here. What the heck is going on? All I'm getting is well, I'm getting lost in this thread here. Okay, so I'm going to have to do something real quick, you guys. Pardon me if I have to just go into this, and it's called Form Simplicity. Antonio. So I'll take care of it. I'm trying to introduce Antonio to the real estate market, but let's see if I can get into this here. All right, here we go. Okay. All right. So we saw that. Oh, let me talk to you about this guy. Okay? Where are we here? I'm totally lost. Oh, man. All right. So, do you know who this is? I didn't know who that was either. So I'm taking the whole team around and I am showing them the villages. So I've got Joanna, I've got Jessica, I've got Kirk. I think that's it. Me, Joanna, Jessica, and Kirk were all out. I'm showing them all the recreation centers in the villages, right? And we go into, this is Seabreeze Rec Center. Inside Seabreeze Rec Center is a fitness center. And so I take them inside the fitness center, and lo and behold, I have Ron right here. And Ron says, hey, you're the YouTube guy, Ira, what's your last name? Ira, and I said, Miller. He goes, yeah, Ira Miller, Homes Around the Villages. Absolutely. So there's Ron. Ron, I want to thank you so much for stopping and saying hi. I was going to do a video. I should have done actually, I was videoing Seabreeze. I was videoing the whole little tour. I was going to bring that and show that to you. Well, stupid me and technology, I hit the wrong button, and I started videoing in the wrong. I started videoing within a text. Well, texts don't hold more than a 1-minute video. Other than that, you can video for 20 minutes, and I don't know. I tried to save the whole thing. I couldn't save it, so I really messed up. But Joanna took that picture. So, Ron, just want to say hello. Thank you for saying hello to me. I appreciate it. And I introduced him to the whole gang, and it was really nice meeting somebody. So as y'all can see, I do that quite often. When I'm out, like last time I was at Sawgrass, right? So Sawgrass met Ron, I guess another Ron at Sawgrass. Anyways, so it's really nice to go out there, be recognized. Lets me know that a lot of people are watching the show. So there you go. So there's Ron. Again, Ron, thank you very much for stopping, saying hello. And that was really cool, I thought. So anyways, I like to show, hopefully Ron doesn't mind me, showing him. I didn't even ask him if I could show him, and debated whether to say his last name because he gave me his last name, but that was pretty cool. Let me grow up a little bit. There we go. So that's cool, right? I was driving along. Wrestler, have you? All right, Wrestler, thanks for jumping on, buddy.
He's out of here, but I want to say thank you. But yeah. I was wondering if the person was an art dealer or a gun dealer. I can't think of any. I was thinking a jewelry dealer is what I was thinking. To have a safe in the safe? You're not going to get too much art in that other safe. But I'm telling you, this thing was walls like that. I had somebody come over and price it for me today to get it, just to get it removed. Not the door or the safe, just to get the walls removed. The guy told me $7,000, $7,000. So just think about that for a minute. $7,000. Anyways, it's a lot of work, but I imagine it wouldn't be more than 2 days of work for $7,000. That's a pretty good paycheck if you're making that kind of money. Gary says going to check out on top of the world at the end of June. Gary, make sure you mention Ira Miller with I Am Realty. Okay? Right here. 20-something in Buffalo. Wow. So, wrestler, he probably went to go watch the Daytona 500, which I can't blame him. Right? All right. Let's see. Richard Zabrowski. Ira, good afternoon. We'll be down for a lifestyle April 18th to the 27th. Antonio, write down Richard Zabrowski. We will email your office as we would like to speak to you. And I would love to speak with you. Come on to the office. We'll go have a little chat in our conference room. And I can answer anything you'd like to answer and show you whatever you want to see. We have been saying new homes and existing homes and would want home inspection expertise. Also knowledge of actual costs versus perceived costs. Gotcha. So, and a lot of people do call me about home inspections, and I use my expertise. I don't do home inspections. Let me just clarify. I don't do home inspections and get paid for home inspections. The home inspections I do are for customers, okay? So the home inspections I do are preliminary home inspections. When I'm out showing homes, I'm kind of looking at that home, looking all around, making sure, seeing if there's anything there that I can point out that might not be just readily noticeable in a particular home. So that's what I use that home inspection and contractor experience for. Then I use my home inspector experience to go behind home inspectors. So what we do, you kind of get two shots at it. So we'll hire a home inspector when you go to put a contract on a home and you go to buy a home. We have several different home inspectors who we use. We know the good ones and the bad ones, and we'll steer you, in that direction. Once we get a home inspection done, we'll look at it and we'll act accordingly depending on what kind of contract we wrote on the home, whether it was an as-is contract or a residential contract. And so then what I do is I go behind the home inspector at a walkthrough. And that walkthrough is typically a day before closing, okay? So, and I look over the inspection report, make sure that there's nothing else wrong with the home than what is on the inspection report. And if it's a regular residential contract,
then all those things will have or should have been repaired, and I make sure they're repaired and repaired to a good standard. So that's what I use my home inspector experience for. It's when I help you buy a home. Okay, so that's what it's all about. So, but I just think it's a conflict of interest if I was to go do a home inspection on a home that I am helping a buyer buy. So that's why I like an independent person just doing it, and then like I said, I go behind that person. So there's a lot of firewalls, a lot of fail-safes going on in there to make sure we don't miss anything for you, okay? So that's what that's all about. Okay, so Wrestler, see you, man. And then Dismindy, she's definitely been in Seabreeze because she knows all the different rec centers. The community rec centers, the regional rec centers, they're all pretty much the same floor plan, but they're all themed differently, so they all feel different when you walk in them. But anyways, back to Richard's comments. Again, I use my home inspection experience and contractor experience to help and make sure you buy a good, solid home. And then this home that I'm renovating, I'm not doing it myself, but I am kind of supervising the renovation. So, actual costs versus perceived costs, so we can definitely go over that, Richard. I'd love to help you with that as well. Now, we have been seeing new homes and existing homes. They would want home inspection expertise. So there you go. All right. So yeah, Mindy, maybe a diamond dealer. That would kind of make sense. And so we have Kelly and Ken, just jumping on and catching up on the topics. Thank you for joining us. And Frank, thank you for jumping on. And thanks, Gary, for mentioning my name. Dynamite might work. Yeah, that'll probably work. It probably needs some dynamite. All right, let's go to some more pictures that I took. And let's see here. Check this one out. So I was traveling around Marsh Bend. And the Marsh Bend area, guess who I saw? Wally Gator hanging out on the banks of a pond over there in Marsh Bend by the Magnolia Shopping Center. This is where that was taken, right behind a villager's home. So that was pretty cool. I don't know where he came from, but he definitely made his way over behind into this little retention area. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. Now it's time for this right here. So, I had some folks stop by today. Oops. Let me go back to my live view. And that is unbelievable. I'm not showing this for you guys. I'm not asking you to get me stuff like this. This is, I think Jamie Miller must have told these folks, Dana and Jeff, that what I drink. And so here's the deal. I had this in place of that, and now this is taking the spot. So it'll be a special occasion when I open that up. And actually a special occasion is coming up. Well, let me go back to this. So you see those glasses? February 27th, 2023, I Am Realty came into existence. So that's in exactly 8 days. All right, so in 8 days, we'll be 1 year old, heading on our 2nd year. Oh, one last thing before I get going on that. So no, I'm not doing the strip tease here, but this also came along with that bottle of Woodford Reserve. So I thought that was pretty cool. Malt whiskey. So Dana and Jeff, you did not have to do that. That was very much unexpected, but very much appreciated. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate you dropping that off. That just kind of blew me away. And how you got my name on there, I'll never know. But that was really, really cool. So, personally selected. But like I said, it's going to take a special occasion, and we have a special occasion coming up next week. So on a week from tomorrow, 1 year anniversary for I Am Realty. So I'm very proud of that, very happy about that. You know, they say, I think most businesses don't last after 2 years or whatever, but you folks out there in Homes Around the Village's YouTube channel world helps make I Am Realty successful. I could not do this, I could not open this office without you guys out there. And so I really just want to say I appreciate all your support. Y'all are wonderful, and especially the people that, you know, come week after week. That's just fantastic. The ones that, just like Richard said, you know, and then he wants to come down and meet with me, which that's what it's all about. That's what this is all about. This is all about reaching out to people, letting people see what it is that we do, and help all y'all out there, and make sure that you're buying the right home, the correct home, and making sure it is in top notch. Okay, so that is really cool. So this kind of had a dual purpose. Actually, these people here are the ones, like I started off saying, started me off in renting out homes. So theirs is the first home, and come to find out, all right, let me show everybody something just so you can, I want to bring this to your all attention, okay? So when we do a, let me see, here's my listing. So I have 10 listings somewhere around here, but this one on Eccles is the one we want to talk about. So this home is for rent. This is the home of the people who gave me the Woodford Reserve, and so they have it rented out through May, and we want to really try to rent it out long term, right? And long term means annually. So if you look up $2,000 month to month, lease amount frequent, but we want to rent it out as an annual rental. And so what I wanted to show y'all
which, you know, I'm just getting going in this rental, and I have 3 other. Actually, I did have another rental that's just a seasonal rental, and we just kind of did that as a favor. This right here is when we really started thinking, I think we're going to get into helping people with rentals, because that's what it's all about for me. But if I go down here and I say edit, okay, and I'm editing this this property. This is a little behind the scenes stuff over here. See where it says distribute to apartments.com, homes.com, HomeSnap International, realtor.com, and Zillow Rental. Well, guess what? Doesn't go to Zillow Rental. And actually, this rental here, it looks to me like they've just added that. It used to just say Zillow, right? So, but it wasn't going to Zillow. Okay, so let me go back here. Oh yeah, full. So it just wasn't going into Zillow. We had to manually input it into Zillow Rental. And as soon as we did that, that's when all of our renters started coming and calling us. And so I don't think we're going to have any problem getting this home rented out 1st of June. Okay? Let's see. All right. So thank you again, Dana and Jeff, for the shirt and for the awesome Woodford Reserve. Sounds like we've got some other Woodford Reserve. Patricia, I love Woodford Reserve. We'll have to have a sip when I come down to buy my home. Patricia, you come on down. If this bottle isn't open when you get here, it'll be open when you do get here. So thanks, Jerry, Mindy, Missy, thank you very much. I'm coming to see Ira in a few years when I'm ready. So Gary keeps reminding me that. So there you go. All right, let me make sure that we haven't gone over. Let's see, anything else we need to talk about on my, let's see here. The Wild Beast, the handshake, Cordoba. Oh, let me show this again for those of you who haven't, who weren't here earlier when I was showing that. Okay. We'll start it here. So those of you who asked about the Cordoba Recreation Center, again, I did a whole, I videoed on the ground, actually. That's what I was looking for earlier in my galleries. Yeah, well, right here. So as you can probably see, behind me, Cordoba. So I did do a video on it from the ground, even though my camera was recording backwards. I don't know how it works, but whenever I record something and then I save it, well, I've got it to where it turns it around. It'll show me it's recording backwards, but then when I save it, it'll flip it around. It'll mirror that image. But there's the new rec center there, the Cordoba Recreation Center. And so there's where everybody's telling me that the villas are going to go, a villa neighborhood. So that's interesting. That's where they were going to put apartments at one time. And the city of Lady Lake shut them down. They go, nope.
no apartments here. You can put villas, but you can't put apartments. So that's where this is a little over 2 weeks old now, because I filmed this February 1st. I'm sure it doesn't even look like that anymore. There's probably a lot. I probably just even need to go out there and probably do an updated version on Cordoba, but that's what the pool looks like. This is Hacienda Hills Golf Course. Pickleball. The Postal Center is over there. That's the Postal Center right there. And then the Freedom Point Assisted Living, there's the rec center there going in. And then the preserve area. That's a huge preserve area. I'm surprised they had to put that much space. But over there was Freedom Point. Over here is the Village's Hospital. So you can see how close that is. And then over here in the distance is Spanish Springs. And then the red roofed homes are Spanish Springs Villas. All right, so that's another view of the Cordoba Rec Center to give you a little perspective of where it is, right off of Morris Boulevard. So everybody was asking about that, and so there you go. No homes yet, no villas yet, but that's where we're at. All right. So, did I do it again? Hopefully I didn't have that going. Seize the day and time. Hey, Ira, that's the house for me. There you go. So now they're putting apartments in Katy Bells. That is correct. They've been approved for that downtown. And then let me see. How's the ranch sale business? So I did that for sale by owner on that little mini farm, and waiting on somebody. Is that already out?
The CFFAO one?
The little the 3.5 acre.
Yeah, it's out today.
Did you put it on Homes Around the Villages too?
No.
We want to put it on Homes Around the Villages too.
Okay.
Because it is around the villages. Not too far from the villages. It's very close, actually. So there you go. I mean, we're just kind of playing around with that, Jerry. Not real serious. I think as this office here grows, I'll probably task some agents to really get on top of that and start working on getting some farms going. Because that's, we want to diversify, make this office successful, and all the agents in this office successful. All right, you guys. So listen, it's 7:10. I think we're gonna just bail tonight. I know the 500 is on. I think it's probably still on. I wonder how many. I wonder how many laps they've got left. Let's see here. Lap 165 of 200, so you guys can catch the end of Daytona 500. We're going to go give you a chance for those of you who might want to be on that, and we'll catch you next week. And maybe have a little celebration because it's our 1-year anniversary, all right? So y'all take care. We're out of here. We're gonna watch the end of the 500 as well, and we'll see you next week. Love you guys. Thanks so much for watching this evening. Catch you next week.